Mic test, mic test. Mic check. Okay, final check. Okay, okay. Thanks for the patience, everyone. Thanks for the patience. Give me just a while more. While more ni. While more and we can start. So anyone who just came in, feel free to say hi. Okay, very good to see you all again. Let me just do one mic check just to make sure everyone can hear. Final last mic check. Test, test. Okay, hey. Hey, thanks, Yaf, thanks. Hey, hello, Yaf. Hey, good to see you come back copyright again. Past few days where you went to, didn't see you copyright. Hey, thanks Yaf for letting me know loud and clear. And thanks copyright. Okay, hey, hope both of you have a great day today. Remember everyone, today is Thursday already. Thursday, okay? Then tomorrow Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then happy weekend. So last stream of the week. So like I said, we will journey together. Monday blues, wow, very tiring. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, see? We hang on together then. Today is Thursday already. Then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then everyone can relax. I hope you all had dinner. Work wasn't too tough. Bosses not too bad. No nasty colleagues, okay? It's good to see you again, copyright. What happened to you past few days? Hope things were fine for you. Cause past few days everyone miss you. Everyone was like, where's our copyright? Okay, can. I think we can start. So, thanks everyone for dropping by. Same thing, our stream is Monday to Thursday, 9 to 10 o'clock. So 9 p.m. starts. Time zone is GMT plus 8. We always try to keep the stream to just 1 hour. So so we don't hold everyone back. Everybody can go sleep early for tomorrow's work. So unlikely we will be streaming this weekend. So usually sometimes we have bonus stream over the weekend, but so far don't have. Because Monday to Thursday I think is enough streams already. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday everyone can have a good rest before we meet each other again on Monday. Okay, wait give me a while. So today, right, we have same thing, okay? We always have 3 segments in case you are wondering. First segment is always about the stock market, any specific stocks you want to talk about, and then what are the strategies we plan to use for the stocks market. Or at least share with you my personal experience, what I do to maneuver in the market based on whatever current condition. The second part is always the options component. So the options component is always talking about my position, my plans, and then what are some of the things I want to share with you in terms of the option view strategy. Plus, we always 9:30, okay, market opens in 20 minutes, okay. So second segment, we always go into the market to identify opportunities and see any options to sell or close any position and to make some money together. And of course, lastly is always a chit-chat session, just a 5-10 minute, we talk about local affairs or any news that could potentially we can learn from. Like last few days, you talk about vending machine business in Singapore, whereby the investor lost about $4 million. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so today, right, just want to recap a bit. So Nvidia earnings results should be coming out soon. Let me just quickly check it out. Give me a short while. Let me change screen first. Okay, I put my face on top, okay? Then we can have a discussion. Okay, so Nvidia, as we all know, is coming soon. So I think it's next week. Let me check the date. Let me just double check. Okay, it's 26. So next Wednesday, US time. So probably in Singapore is Thursday. So after US market close next Wednesday, Nvidia will release their earnings result. So I think is, as usual, is one of the so-called biggest event in the stock market, because Nvidia is quite a significant in terms of market cap. So everyone's eyes is on Nvidia. Everyone is always watching Nvidia. And for some reason, to be honest, if something bad happens to Nvidia, I hate to say, if their price drops significantly, other stocks will also be affected. So I just want to recap a bit my personal experience with Nvidia in terms of the price trending. Closer to the result earnings, it will always slowly trend upwards, which is quite true. If you look at the past few weeks, Nvidia has been trending upwards slowly. Right, from like 190, 200, 210, now is what? 220, 219, about there. So usually once it hits the earnings, if the results are good, then there will be a sell down. For some reason, people will take profit, call it a day, and then there will be a bit of pullback. Before the next week, next earnings result come, it start to trend upwards again. So just bear in mind, because of this price trend, it doesn't mean that when Nvidia price drop, they have bad earnings. Not true. So please do take a look at the earnings result. I will cover it, and then we can have a quick chat on it in terms of what revenue, future growth, forward guidance, all this. So just remember, price drop doesn't mean company gone case, no. So do bear in mind that, do take a look at earnings result, make sure it's still within what you expected. So that's generally the price trend for Nvidia. Just my personal experience. So next week we will cover it, and then we see what happens. I'm excited as well because I have quite a lot of put position. You all can see. Sorry, below the first screen below. Yeah, I have a lot of Nvidia puts and call option. And I said before, I hope to quickly raise my Nvidia position to like 10% of my portfolio, because I see huge potential in them. Huge potential. Okay, you know Jensen Huang, I said before, Nvidia not only has technology, they have the leader called Jensen Huang, very important. He knows how to go around, rapport, make friends with people, brother, sister here and there, across the entire world. Not just making money from Tesla, selling all their hardware, software to even Amazon, even Alphabet, Google, they also buy Nvidia chips. Microsoft also. Japan also looking to buy, I think, their partnership. He went there to make friends, talk to his old friend of Sega, then go South Korea. Literally, the top 3, top 4 South Korea giant conglomerate, all this, like Samsung, all this, like his good friends like that, you know, they go drinking up, like hot neighborhood drinks, make friends, all these things. And one thing I just want to say is that he's very smart. When he meet all these big bosses from across the world, he don't go to those high-end restaurants, high-end hotels. Why? He purposely choose those neighborhood to show that he's connected to the ground. And every time he do that, there's a lot of fans, reporters, all will go and surround the neighborhood shop. Now. Imagine if some expensive hotel, they won't be able to go in and film all this. Right? All the passerby cannot take picture. So he intentionally do it at the neighborhood. So all the, like, you know, izakaya in Japan they call it, or you know, some random bars or pubs, or even Singapore so-called coffee shop. I won't be surprised if he hold it in Singapore coffee shop or Singapore smaller restaurants, that kind. So with that, he create a kind of common ground with the people as well, be it his fans, reporter, and they all are supportive of him, supportive of Nvidia future, AI, buy his stock. So that's why he's just that smart, not just at the top level making friends, but he's able to connect with the ground people. That's why he goes around. If you go and watch all his clips, wherever he goes, Taiwan, China, he's like a superstar, you know. Everyone is like following. So superstar is not just for singers or basketball player. Even Nvidia, you know, CEO of those top companies can be superstar. But if you look at all the top CEO, top leader, not many people can be that kind of superstar. Except Elon Musk, maybe he goes around, people would like to talk to him. But you look at other CEO, like from even Microsoft, Google, When they go around, they don't have a lot of fans cheering for them or reporter chasing after them. But Jensen Huang has. So that's the big edge I feel Jensen Huang has, because Nvidia, right, not just has hardware, not just has software, but most importantly, they have people like Jensen Huang who knows how to close the deal. You have a lot of technology, but cannot close deal, no use. No use. Okay, so that's all I want to quickly talk about Nvidia. So next week when earnings result come out, then we will dive a bit deeper. But of course not too deep, because I personally feel that nowadays no point diving very deep into the result every quarter, because every quarter they're literally saying the same thing. And the summarized version is everywhere. So I will look at it, we have a discussion, and I'll give you my personal view rather than just repeating and parrot, parrot investment, right? No. I'm pigeon investment, so I will give you all my views after I read some of the reports. Okay, you too, Kopiwa, you too have a good day. You too have a good day. Hope everyone is good. Okay, so next thing, right? Let's just quickly talk about I want to talk about this concept quickly is leverage. I know past few streams we covered. Sorry, I drink a bit of water first. Sorry. So I know past few streams I talked a little bit about leverage, and I share with you all my experience on using leverage when I was in the past. Cause to be honest, average people like us, okay, most of us I believe we are just average people. We don't born with $10 billion, $10 million, unfortunately. Most of us work a typical job that pays 3,000 USD, 4,000 USD. We try to get by, maybe get promotion here and there. So in the past, how I quickly built a 1 million portfolio within like 10 years plus minus is because of leverage. Because when you leverage, you're actually borrowing and going at a much faster rate. Especially in the past, interest rate was very low. Credit card advance, I call it BT. I know very common name is called balance transfer. If your credit card limit is 30K, you can ask for balance transfer. So they give you the 30K cash. Then you just need to pay them back in like 6 months or 1 year time. And a lot of banks back then were offering like 1% interest. Some even no interest, they give me balance transfer free for 3 months. So I just take. So a lot of places I just stagger them, like every 3 months I will have funds coming in. I just keep taking all this balance transfer. So risk is there, it's a bit more risky, but I just want to share with you, to be honest, someone, okay, example, have $1,000 invested every month. Let's say they get 10% a year return, okay, 10% a year. But the other person leverage and invest $2,000 per month. This person will be going at twice the speed of this person. And if it's compounded, this person who has 2,000 will go way faster, move way faster, and can build a portfolio way bigger at a shorter period of time as compared to the first person who only has $1,000. So I want to be very honest and transparent. If you don't leverage, yes, you still can build a 1 million portfolio, but maybe like 20 years or maybe a bit longer, maybe 20, 25 years, that kind. Nothing wrong, I think it's still a good goal and I think still a remarkable achievement. But if you want to build in a shorter period of time, like 10 years, to be honest, leverage is essential. I just want to be transparent, okay? There's just no way. If I have an average salary, in the past maybe about 2,000-3,000 US dollar when I first started working, how is it possible to build a 1 million portfolio? Unless you take a lot of risks, like all in Tesla, all in Nvidia, that kind. But common sense, most people won't do it. They maybe just put like a few percentage like me, maybe like 5-10%. And that itself won't probably give you $1 million in like 5-10 years, that kind. So that's why leverage is essential. Okay, so just a quick recap. So today I want to share a bit about the risk level. So if you are someone who wants to build a portfolio faster, you are younger, you have energy, you can afford to work more jobs, more cash flow, okay, or you just don't mind taking more risk. Not financial advice, please, not financial advice. Just remember, leverage can set you up very fast, but also can crash you much faster. But must understand risk management here very carefully. So I give you an example. Okay, example, I'm a normal person. I go drive a plane, okay, I go fly a plane. 99.99% chance the plane will crash. Let's be honest. But now you change the person now is a pilot. The pilot go fly a plane, A380, Airbus or whatever. What is the chance of the plane crashing? Much lesser, maybe 0.00001%. So you can see the factors are the constant, in the sense that I drive a plane, he also drive a also fly. I fly a plane, he also fly a plane. Same plane, same specs, same A380, same seat belt, same food we eat. But why is it I have a higher risk of crashing compared to that person? It's because of skill set, experience, knowledge. So it's the same concept for leverage. A lot of people has this misconception that leverage is dangerous. You leverage just means taking on more risk. Actually, the risk level differs among people. So example, if I leverage, let's say 10K, maybe 1.3 times, okay, let's say I leverage 10K extra. That person also leverage 10K extra, also 1.3 times. Same amount in terms of portfolio, all this. But that person is a random person who never invests in stock market. So the risk of him losing money, getting into trouble, will be much higher compared to me. Or another way to look at is, let's say I'm investor A compared to investor B. Both are investor, both have same amount of experience, but I invest in safer asset. Like back then when I leveraged credit card interest rate or those cheap loans, right? It's like 1.5%, 2%. Then I put into REITs and banks. Back then we know REITs and banks is like 4 to 5% that kind, right? 4 to 6%. So I earn the difference. And REITs and banks are generally safer and more stable. Not 100% safer, it's just more safer. But the other person, okay, person B, he choose to invest in higher risk instruments like commodity, Wilma, Noble Group, all this, okay? Or maybe things like Tesla, okay, those risky company. So the chances, the probability of him losing money and busting the account is much higher. So I'm just giving you an example that just because you leverage, you take the same loan amount as other people, doesn't mean your risk is much higher or same as them. Not true, okay? It really depends on what you plan to use them for. You invest in what instruments, what's your knowledge, what's your experience. Like see the pilot versus a random person like me flying the plane is a good example. He fly the plane, won't have much issue. I fly the plane, sure gone case. So same thing. Just remember, leverage doesn't mean, oh, bad thing, don't leverage. No, not true. If you know what you're doing, you have enough cash flow, you can manage the loans, the interest rate, all these things. Honestly, I think leverage is essential to get you to the next level faster. To be honest, you look at all the businesses, all the big companies or small companies, they all also take loans. There's no way for a business to grow also without loans. So that's the cold hard truth. And if you go and examine all the rich people, okay, you learn from them, be it books from or what they say, interviews, right? They also take loans. Let's be honest. Everybody will take loan if the opportunity is there. So I just want to share with you the correct mindset to have, and that leverage is something you may want to consider. But just remember, leverage is a double-edged sword, okay? Double-edged sword. Can get you high faster, move towards the goal faster. Like me, real life example, okay, I just want to share with you. But also can capsize you faster. If you are greedy, you become impatient, you want to all in SPY, 0DT, put option, you think you're hot shot, you leverage, you'll be in trouble. Okay, but if you use it on safer instruments, so-called safer, not guarantee, so-called safer ones like Singapore banks, Singapore banks very stable, right? Or REITs, that kind. So it's something for you all to consider. Or even an ETF. ETF also quite stable, but it can be volatile. So just want to share with you all this part, second part of my leverage strategy. Just remember the risk level is never the same. It differs from people. The amount can be same, interest rate can be same, repayment period can be same, but the risk level is always different based on individual. Okay, so hopefully I managed to share with you all some concept on the leverage part, and that if you are young, and you think you have what it takes, or even if you are a bit older, maybe like 30s or so, 40s, you think you can manage leverage loans, all this, something to consider, okay? Something to consider. Remember, Not financial advice. Not financial advice. I'm a pigeon, birdman. I only speak bird language. Only can give bird advice, okay? Bird advice. They call it jiao advice in Hokkien, right? Jiao wei. Okay, so that's all. And then we will move on to the options part already. So if you have any questions, any comments, feel free to share. Or if you have done leverage, also can let me know. If you're using leverage strategy also, be it you are taking money or borrowing from brokers, that kind. If I'm not wrong, okay, I can't recall. I think IBKR, Tiger Broker, the loan is like 4% interest now. I can't remember. So if you are using, please feel free to share. Or if you have other thoughts about leverage, all these things. So actually, it's the same concept. In fact, I got the inspiration back then when I started leverage is because of property investment. I didn't own a property back then in the years, okay, 10 years ago, I don't own property. But I was studying them. I was like, hey, why these people can do property, borrow at a low interest rate and make so much money? Because of leverage. You see, property return is so low, like 3% per year, right? About their rental, maybe even 2% back then. 2 or 3%. But stocks give me 5%. Then why is it people who do property is making more returns in total amount? Like stocks is 5%, maybe property is 2%. But every year they make like 20K. Then every year I only make like 2K. So what went wrong? I was trying to figure it out. And the difference was leverage. Because bank will give you loans readily for property investment, right? In fact, in Singapore, the loan rate now is like 75%, right? You only pay 25% down payment. In the past was even more relaxed, more relaxed. I think it was like 80% loan or even higher. And you only need to put upfront 20%. So that's why I took this strategy from this property site, I learned from them and then I apply it to the stock market. So I took credit card loan. I mean, not credit card loan, balance transfer. Credit card loan interest rate can be very high. Please be aware. Sometimes can be like 7%, 11%. Please avoid that. Those are like daylight robbery, I tell you. Whereby balance transfer back then, it's like 1%, 1.5% per annum, That's the EIR, effective interest rate, after they calculate everything, the fees, the processing fee. It's like 1.5, 1.75% back then. Now I don't know, but I think the interest rate is a bit elevated now. So y'all can think about it. And with the new Fed chairperson and with Trump there, I think interest rate has rooms to drop. And when the time comes, I believe they will do drastic measure to push the interest rate down because Trump is a big fan of low interest rate. And the Fed chairperson is appointed by him. So likely back end, he might have some influence. We see how we don't know. Or maybe the Fed chairperson very independent, don't care about Trump after he's elected. We don't know. But my take is there are potential opportunity in the future for interest rate to trend downwards more. I don't think we can go back to the 1%, 0.5%, but maybe 2%, I don't know. Because I've not been following interest rate too closely now, but I will definitely look into it soon. Okay. Hey, Fatty, good to see you. Hey, thanks for dropping by. Fatty bro, good to see you. Stocks too volatile for me. I also leverage, but not towards stock. Leverage on bonds and plus property. Okay. I guess bonds is even more safer as compared to stocks. So I think good idea also. I think leveraging for property is one of the so-called safest method, I would say. Especially in Singapore, property is very stable, price is very stable, and it only tend to trend upwards because of very limited land space in Singapore and a very strong, robust government. So very stable, very clean, very tight, very tight, run very tight, like a tight ship, submarine like that, very tightly, everything is very tightly controlled. So I think, yeah, leverage using property, I think is one of a better idea actually. Hey, thanks for sharing, Fatty. Yeah, stocks a bit too volatile, yeah, true. So do bear in mind, okay, if you want to leverage, I think it's a good idea personally, but just remember your risk level, manage your cash flow properly, and don't go bust, okay? Remember, if you cannot repay your interest or debts, their interest rate will soar very quickly. So back then, my balance transfer, yeah, 1.5%, 2.1%, that kind. But the clause and contract state, if I have issues with repayment, interest rate from 1.5% will jump to 24%. So bear in mind that, okay, you don't pay out on time, the interest rate can jump from what, 1, 2%, 3% to like 21, 24% that kind. So please bear in mind. Okay, let's just go to the option part. Okay, let's just quickly cover the option part. Okay. So today, I mean, I won't speak too much for the options. So I just want to answer some questions rather, okay, because I think the past few days we talked quite a bit on the options. So rather today I want to answer one question on option is that people ask me, PJ bro, how much work is required for options trading? Not so much on things like what I said previously, like about like how much time you need to dedicate. No, not so much on time aspect, but rather it's on the studying and effort part. The effort part, okay. So this part to answer the question is time and effort is like so-called related also. I don't really have a direct answer how much effort or how complex it is. It's really up to individual. If you can pick up the option concept quickly, then you don't need much effort, to be honest. But if you need someone who need a lot of time to digest, to learn the options, view strategy, the concept, then you will definitely need more effort, and that means more time will be spent. So to be honest, personally very honest, options is not really passive income. Options is not passive income, okay? Not, you have to put a bit of effort. Okay, if you ask me how much effort is needed, this one really depends on what kind of trades you want to make. As for time-wise, it's really up to you, okay? You are busy, you don't have much time, you might still be able to do it if you are very skilled, okay? But if you are someone who need more time, then too bad, you have to spend more time. If your job, your work, your commitment don't allow for that, then it's better to stick to like ETF. ETF can buy and hold. In fact, I buy and hold and forget about it. And ETF still do well in the long run. But for options, you have to put a certain amount of effort. But I also want to highlight, to be honest, some people, I spoke to a lot of people, some people just cannot get the concept of options view strategy. You tell them, sell options, sell cash cover put, sell covered cost. They cannot understand, And then I tell them, you think from the perspective of a buyer, which is the opposite, the mirror image. That means you become the buyer, you get the contract increase in value because you get to sell at a fixed price, or you get to buy certain stock at a fixed price. Some people just cannot wrap the concept around their head. Like helicopter here, helicopter here. So they keep spinning, they just cannot get. So don't despair. I mean, it does take some time to learn, but I also want to be honest, some people just cannot get the concept. It's like supply and demand. Most of us understand what is supply and demand here, okay? Too much demand, not enough supply, then there will be issue, right? So people will try to increase supply to meet the demand. But some people just cannot understand supply demand. Some people just cannot. They may take months or even years to grasp the concept, or through memorizing, then they kind of get it. So if you really cannot wrap your head around option trading, despite putting a lot of effort and time, then to be honest, maybe option trading not really for you, especially the option view strategy. Okay? But my personal take is, if you spend enough time, can get it one. But some people just don't, okay? Some don't. So we just need to acknowledge that not everyone is suitable for every single thing in life. Like a good example is fly a plane, pilot. I definitely don't have what it takes to be a pilot. You give me 1 year of training, I don't think I can still fly a plane. I don't think I have what it takes. So just to build a bit more, okay, before I move to the market. So this option, how much effort, let's say you understand option view strategy, how much effort you need to put, whether is it passive income or not, really depends on your mindset and the kind of options you want to sell. You sell 0 DTE, 1 DTE, that kind, you need more effort. Like me, I do 1 DTE, 1 day to expiring option. I need to monitor the market very frequently, as compared to people who do monthly, quarterly, yearly, that kind. So instead of saying things like option need a lot of effort, it's more like we are using our money to work harder for us. Okay, rather than think that, I need to put in so much effort, is it worth the ROI or not? True, if you are doing 1 DTE, monthly DTE, yeah, you can compare the effort versus reward ratio, no problem, whether the time, effort you put in is worth it. Yeah, but don't have that mindset that you have to work very hard, you know, wow, every day study option, that kind like you see in the movie, drama, all bullshit, I tell you. Don't think in that perspective. Think rather that you are actually making your existing position or money to work harder for you. Not you work, is the money work for you. Example, you sell a cash cover put like 6 monthly. You just go to the Tiger Broker, click a few, I mean any brokerage account, IBK or whatever, click a few button, then it's done. The put option is sold and left there for 6 months. Okay, I have a short video, you all can go and see. I just click a few button and then the short is done. And then I just wait there. Then if within 3 to 6 months option expire or I close it earlier, then I get the money. It's not really a lot of effort. Maybe like I only spend about 5-10 minutes and that's about it. And then maybe once a week, twice a week, I just look at the prices a bit, that's all. So it's not really a lot of effort per se. Same goes for covered call. You are not working to earn the money. You are using your existing 100 shares, okay, let's say Apple 100 shares. You sell a covered call, click a few buttons, and then it start generating income if it expire worthless. Of course, if it get caught away, then it will be sold away. So you think from that perspective, hey, I'm not doing much actually, right? I just click a few buttons. I already have the shares. I bet some of you have a few hundred shares of Amazon, Tesla, Nvidia. Click a few buttons, sell some covered call, and get some cash. Hey, not a bad deal, right? Okay. So that's all. I mean, that's all I'm going to share with you. And I mean, you can also actually do thing of automation as well. So automation is like, in short, it's like a system for yourself. So you can create a system with a set of rules. I'll give you an example, okay? Like every month, okay, let's just say every month, I will sell no, I'll give a simple example. Every month, I will sell 1 cash cover put. Okay, can be any of the stocks I want to buy or I wish to hold. Then I will only sell at 0.2 delta and it will be every Wednesday. Okay, first week of the month, every Wednesday, 0.2 delta. And then I'll sell one of my favorite company, cash cover put. And then I will set what is the profit margin. You can set in advance as well, whether you want to take 50% profit or maybe you want to do the lazy way. I don't even want to close. I leave it running. And then once it expires, I get a full value. So it happens. I know I talk about the concept whereby I always close contract at 50% value. Like after 1-2 weeks, I just close because I don't want to wait another 2-3 weeks to capture the 50% remaining premiums. Cause not worth the risk reward ratio. But there are people who has this system, you know, they just don't want to go and close it. They just leave it there. So their concept is I develop this system so it's like an automated. I don't have to think so hard. I just go there, 0.2 delta, sell Apple, that's it. Then next month, if assignment come, I take, I hold, I happy. Assignment don't come, or go long expire worthless, I collect the full premium. So this is also a valid strategy. If your lifestyle is a bit more busy, more hectic, and you want something more automated. So just want to share with you different perspectives and things for you all to consider. So in short, the option view strategy or selling cash cover put or even investing in stocks, all this, always try to think in system. I know I always emphasize this word system because with a system you can set certain rules to abide with your personal preference. Okay, I'm sure you have a lot of own personal rules. Through experience and knowledge, you all know these rules work for you. So once you have a system, you will find that it's very easy to sustain it. As compared to every day, you need to think of what should I buy, what should I sell, when to take profit. Then it ends up consuming a lot of your time, effort. And that's why a lot of people end up never buy anything, never sell anything. Correct, right? Some of you look at the stock market, look at the news, ding, 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 dive here, dive there, deep dive. Then eventually, never buy. Then by the time you want to do something, the next earning result have arrived. 3 months passed already. Some of you, right? I also like that in the past. Okay, it's 9:30 already. Okay, let's go to the stock market now. Okay, I changed the screen a bit. Okay, so the first screen is all my options holding in case you want to take a look. And then we go inside the market and see any opportunities we can discuss. And then I'll share with you all my take and my plans. Okay, give me a while. Okay. Let's see. Oh, market a bit. Wow, Alibaba down 5% again. Ayo. Please say Alibaba. Okay, I know I keep repeating, but I won't say it again. Okay, in short, I've I have a huge loss in China stock. I think $50,000. I'm hoping China stocks can go back up a bit so I can recoup my losses. But one of our friends here, okay, watching also, Fatty give some good advice that maybe China has good potential to at least climb back up. So, thanks Fatty, by the way. I appreciate the advice Fatty about China stocks. Thank you so much. If any one of you have advice on China stock, let me know also. Because I plan to cut loss, but I don't want to suffer such a huge loss. It's really quite painful. So I hope to let it go back up a bit more before I cut loss. If really no choice, really no choice, then I maybe just cut like 20% first. I take a loss, but I just do 20% first, just sell away 20%. Then use the money to put into ETF or even like Apple, Microsoft or Alphabet, that kind, which hopefully have a better chance for me to earn the money to recoup my losses. By the way, once again, thanks Fatty for your advice on China stock. Any one of y'all have advice on China stocks for me, please let me know. I have Alibaba, Tencent, and the two China ETF. MG and FXI, that kind. Okay, let's go to the market. Okay, so Google seems to be on a downtrend, but seems to hover around like 340. Microsoft, okay, down a bit. Okay, can SpaceX, Alibaba. Okay, SPY also not much difference. So doesn't seem like market is having a huge sell down. So let's take a look the other direction. Oh, Tencent is up. Okay, saving grace. Lucky Tencent is up. Why Alibaba dropped so much recently? What happened? I usually my trend based on my experience is, if Tencent or Alibaba up, right, they both will go up together, including the ETF. For some reason, when it goes up together. It goes down together. So today maybe a big puzzle why Alibaba dropped but Tencent went up. Is it they report news or earnings? Because I never follow their earnings anymore. So if it go up or not, I'm not too sure. Please let me know. Chevron, okay, Nvidia is up. Okay. We see whether got chance for me to close some of my position. Oh, Apple, is it? Apple 318 already. 318. Okay, I know I talked a lot about Apple the past few days, but let me just quickly summarize. This is the reason why you cannot predict the future. My number one rule, okay, share with y'all. It may not be applicable to y'all, I respect that. But for me, my number one rule is you cannot predict the future. You really cannot predict. Apple, I was hoping for 280, 290. But I fear that it may never come now, even though I feel Apple is overvalued. So I just bought in Apple at 305. That time I just grabbed it. Now Apple 317 and 308. So you imagine, Apple continue to go up. I would have missed the opportunity to buy it at 300, 305. So to me, the fact that I didn't buy an all-time high, I'm quite happy already. Okay, Apple was all-time high is 330, and I got it at 305. I feel it's okay. So just to share with you, okay, my personal rule number one is you cannot predict the future. Anyone who say I can predict this, I can predict that, I think the trend is going up, full of shit. Okay, full of shit. Yes, you can think the probability, likelihood, but you can never predict the future. That's the cold hard truth. Long run, yeah, you can think that likely will go up, but it's never a sure thing. Never a sure thing, okay? So the best way is really to think about what is the current data you have and what you foresee in the future that will happen. Then you just build your position accordingly. Okay, you really cannot predict when market will go up or down. Not possible. I know some people say they can. I don't know, but I think it's full of shit. But if they feel they can, then good for them. It works for them. They think they can predict the future. They make a lot of money. I feel happy for them. But not for me, okay? Not for me. Okay, okay. So that's about it lah. So also to share, I think some of you actually own Meta, right? I think the time some of you highlighted your own Meta, and Meta had a bad earnings. Is it Flaming Snow, that guy? I can't remember. A long time never see Flaming Snow. Hope you are around. Feel free to say hi if you are around. We all miss you. So to share with you all that I'm also looking at Meta, but I've given some of you all my views before on Meta, so I won't repeat. But if Meta drop a bit more, can drop more significantly, I'll definitely want to build some position in Meta. The main key reason is I think Meta has very strong social aspect. If you realize Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, all these, right? Yeah, they are very strong in mode, stickiness, ecosystem. But Meta don't really have that. Okay, they don't really have a operating software that very hard to avoid that kind. But they are very strong in the social aspect, like Instagram, WhatsApp. You talk to friends, where do you go? Facebook, Instagram, right? That's the truth, right? You all will talk to each other via audio or even WhatsApp. So the social aspect, I feel Meta is very strong in it. As compared to Microsoft, their social aspect is like what Teams, Microsoft, maybe email, and those are mostly for formal businesses, right? Not really for like friend or to like ha ha he he ha that kind. So I think Meta's strength is in this part. So if I had the opportunity, I will buy it, but not at this valuation. It has to drop way more. Okay, so that's all for the stock market. So let's look at the options now, and then I share with you all if I'm making any move. Okay. Okay, let me just see any potential opportunity for me to sell any cash cover put. Okay, so the only one that I can see is Alphabet, but not at this pricing. So maybe in the next few hours I'll monitor. If Alphabet were to drop significantly, which I don't think it will happen, but if it happens, then I'm looking at the cash cover put for them. But just one only, okay, this one, because I already own like quite a lot of cash cover put on Alphabet. I don't want to overload myself, don't want to be greedy, I want to manage my risk. So at most is one more only, one more. And only on this account. I know I share quite a few accounts. Whatever trades I do for this account, I will replicate for the others because I have a big enough portfolio so I can sell more similar contracts. But for Alphabet, if I were to sell, I only sell one on this account. I won't sell for the rest because I have too many Alphabet puts in it. So I need to manage the risk. So share with you all, okay, full transparent, okay, what I plan to do, my thoughts. So let's just see, since that's for the cash cow put, let's see opportunity for closing my puts. Wow, you see Apple. Okay, sorry, a bit excited. So you see the first 5 rows, mainly the second to 5th row, okay. You see, I remember this Apple put, we sold it together on stream. I think Yaf, you also know, right? Yaf, I think recall, right? I think some of you also recall that we sold this Apple put together. So you see, now this Apple put, okay, I just share with you. I recall we sold together like this past 2 weeks, these 4 Apple puts or 2 Apple puts we sold together. So the first 5, okay, first 5, you all see the, I mean second to 5th row, okay, second to 5th row. I highlighted the cursor here, okay. So I shift a bit to show you all the profit now. So you can see all this Apple put, like just a few, I think, I can't recall, okay, sorry, I can't recall, maybe last week or a few days ago, that we sold 2 Apple puts together. You see they are now profitable already. It's like 9%, 20%, 27%, that kind. Can see how you can see. So you can see we have made like $30, $70, that kind. So I just want to emphasize, option view strategy is always about multiple small wins, okay? We want to make money consistently and throughout the whole year. Always, we want to try our best to keep making money. So as long as you manage your risk, don't be greedy, it can be profitable. See, it's all live here, everyone can see. We discussed about it. I told you all the rationale behind my thought about selling cash cover put on Apple. So we are up about 100 plus already for 2 contract only. 2 contract only, I think 150 about that. Let's just say $150. So imagine if you have a bigger portfolio, you can sell more contracts like me. So instead of just selling 2 puts in a similar strike price, same direction, same duration date. So what I did is I just sell on other accounts because I limit 200k per broker account for diversification purpose. So if you have a bigger portfolio like 1 million, then you can afford to sell more puts, like maybe sell, instead of selling just 2 contracts for like $150 profit now, you could have sell like maybe 4 contracts, double up, you will have like $300, or even 6 contracts, $150. So in just a couple of days, like 1 week, you can make quite a bit of money. So just want to emphasize, if your mindset is I want to win big or go home, that kind, option view not suitable. There will be a day you are impatient and then you bust your account. But if you are patient, you are into it, you don't mind multiple small wins, consistent win throughout, that actually really works. Not those, you know what, some, I hate to say, some people who sell courses, I like to teach those very risky strategy, those are short-term trading, look at the chart, look at candlestick, all these things. I hate to say that if those candlestick trading, average MA, convergent, divergent, all around, really can predict the future stock price, everybody will be multi-billionaire already. Just learn that strategy. So just want to be honest, okay. But of course, if all this candlestick trading or whatever, hammer, strike, shooting stars, soldier, all this, if it works for you, good. Okay, please keep using. I hope you keep making money. But I just want to share with you, if you are interested in option view strategy, we discuss it Monday to Thursday here, and we have shown, as a team, we make money. Okay? So if your mindset, you're into this, multiple small wins, you don't need big wins, you don't mind every few days make a few $100s here and there, I think option view strategy could be very ideal for you. Okay, so good news for us, okay, we have made some money on Apple put together. Okay, let me just quickly see some other things, and then we can call it a day soon. Okay, let me see. Nvidia put. Okay, Nvidia put 40% profit. Let's close it. Okay, I think 40% is good enough. Okay, I won't repeat the rationale, okay, but I just let you know 40% I'm good to go. I'm not going for 50% because I want to avoid earning season, and I don't want to wait like, this contract expire when? 2028. That's a 1 year plus, so I'm not going to wait that long. I'm not going to wait 1 year plus to capture 60%. I'm not worth the ROI. So let's do it. Okay, so now, right now, okay, I want to show you all the live, okay, how to close a covered call. Okay, you all be patient with me. Okay, I just want to highlight the software may crash, okay, then the stream may end suddenly. So we try, okay, let me try to switch screen to this. I try to switch screen to this live trading mode, and then I click the button, show you step by step how I close my covered call. Okay, but if the stream crash, I'm sorry, I apologize. I try my best already. Okay, so we try it. Okay, we try it. So I just share with you. Okay, you see the highlighted Nvidia put. Okay, in my first screen. Okay, I show you all the profit first. Okay, so you all know. Okay, you all can see, right? Then I push to the right side first. So to show you all the profit, all these things. Yeah, bear me. It takes some time for the screen to adjust. You can see the highlighted part. We have made about $300, okay? $300, 40% profit. So you see the cursor here is the one that I want to close. Okay? So I demonstrate to you all how I do it, okay? Let me switch the screen first. I repeat, if suddenly the stream close, the software crash, so please be prepared, okay? So if the stream crash, I will quickly come back. Okay, if you all don't want to stay, it's okay, but if I come back, we will just cover the last part. Okay, the last 5-10 minutes, we just have a quick chit chat, and then I let you all know the plan for next week, because there are some things that I want to share, and if you have some things that you all want me to cover next week, can let me know also. Okay, come on, let me show you how I close it. Okay, yeah. Okay, so you come to Nvidia first here. You want to click, you right click first. Wait, can I see? I switch the screen, sorry. Show screen live test. Okay. Sorry, bear with me. If the software crash, I apologize. Okay, wait, let me see, can see. Okay, just see. Where is it now? You cannot see, sia. Okay. Let me try to flip it over. Okay, see can see. Sorry, there are some limitations. I also don't know how to fix it, but that's the best I can do. Okay, maybe this is better. This is better. Okay, please be patient. Trial. Okay, I just trial first. I want to show you all the closing part. Okay, Kennedy. It works. It works. Okay. So just go to Nvidia. Okay, I said I want to close this position at 40%. So you right click, and then go to trade, and then click close. I can see. Okay. So once you click close, right, it will come to this page about the bid and ask price. Can see or not? Let me see. Hopefully you all can see. Okay. So in short, right down here, right, you just need to wait. I adjust the screen a bit again. Sorry. Give me a while. Okay. Okay. Pardon me. Please be patient. Please be patient. Okay, because I really want to show you all live. It's easier to show you all like that. Okay. I think this will do. This will suffice. So you can see there's a bid, the green color, and the red color, the ask. Okay, I know not really there. Okay. Never mind, I just adjust a bit more. Okay, now I think this will do. Okay. Can see my password. Okay, cannot. Okay. So once you right click trade close, you will come to this page whereby you determine the price. So I tell you now, the buy price is $4.45. The ask price is $4.77. $4.70. So you can set the price you want to buy. It's the same thing as you buy a normal stock. There's a bid and ask price, right? Of course, you want to try to buy at a cheaper price, right? So you can collect more money left over. Because now remember, we have a -1. Remember, when you sell a cash cover put, it's -1 on your position. You want to close it, you have to buy back the contract. Remember, when you OG, originally you sold a contract, you sell. So now you must buy back. So when you buy back, you can set the price you want. You can queue up at $4.45, which is the buy price, or you can straight away buy at the ask price, which is $4.70. So here you can see any price you want. Or my take is personally, I like to put in between the bid and ask price. That will give you a good chance of getting assigned, getting filled up, whereby you get to buy the contract without spending too much money and also not losing too much money as well. So it's like an in-between kind of price. So that's my personal take. If you like to queue up at 445, you don't mind, with the risk that you may not be able to close the contract because it may not get filled up. So it's up to you. So example, if I press 4.6, let's say I want to be in between the bid and ask price, I put 4.6, okay? Then there's a buy button below. Let me see. Sorry, that one I call again. Sorry. I mean, cannot see. Okay, let me drag up a bit. Can see. Thank you. Okay. So below is the buy button. So you just need to click buy. Okay. In fact, I can drag more. Okay. Thank you everyone for your patience. I managed to figure out this live trade sharing with you. Sorry. Over adjusted. Okay, maybe somewhere here. Okay. So the screen is there. Okay, so once you're done, you just click the buy button and then you just wait. Once you click the buy, the next page is a confirmation page. And the confirmation page will show you the charges, the fees. You just need to agree, that's all. So once you agree and you confirm, you just wait until your position gets filled. Okay, so once your position gets filled, and then your contract will be closed, that's the end. Okay, the reason why I cannot click the buy button here is because the moment I click the buy button, right, it will show you some sensitive info that I cannot show you. Sorry about it, okay? One of the sensitive info is the account number, all these things. So I want to avoid that part. So that part a bit more, not just account number, it's actually something more sensitive, like the details. So personally, I can't click the buy button. So hope you all understand, okay? Hope you all understand. So let's say once you buy, it goes to the confirmation page. You click agree. Then once, let's say, you get filled up, then your contract here, right, the Nvidia put here, my cursor here, right, will become 0. It will turn black. So that's it. So you no longer have the -1 because you bought the contract to close it. And that's it. Your whole entire step of closing the contract is finished. Okay? Can I ask? That's all. That's all. Okay. So hopefully I managed to share with you all this part live. And then we will see what other live things we can do next time. So I will close the contract for sure. I just let you all know in advance. Okay. Can. Okay, so that's all. Thank you so much. Let me just, hey, any questions about the options, the closing cover call, can let me know also, okay? Just let me know. I try my best to answer them. Especially if you're new, but you feel you are ready to try out, I mean not say try out, I'm more like ready to start option investing, and it's something you are keen, you have questions about the buttons or some other things, just let us know here. Just put in the comments. I will try my best to answer them. And in fact, if you put here better, you know why? Now here we have a lot of friends here, viewers here, that actually also quite seasoned in option trading. Some of them very humble one, but a lot of them actually quite seasoned. They also can share with you their strategy. So you put here, put in the comment even better. Chit chat here. Then everyone can give their input and help each other. Okay, I just read any comments, then we move on to the last part, then we call it a day. Many thanks for making a short video. How to sell cash cover put. Hey, thank you Yaf for your comments. Hey, I hope it helped you and your kakis and friends, okay? Like I said, if you have questions, just let me know. I will try my best to answer it. I hope it will be helpful to you, and I do hope you will make money, okay? You can make money also. Yeah, so making tonight, I make $300 right from Nvidia put. Yeah. So I managed to close it. I can buy bubble tea already, okay? See, bubble tea shirt here. I can buy cha ji already today. Or maybe later I go eat prata, biryani. Mini celebration. Okay, can. Okay. Thanks. Hey, thanks for the feedback. Yeah, let me, at least I know that you are able to see the screen, the live process. So thank you for the patience. Especially Yaf. I know I took 3 weeks, right, or 4 weeks. 3 weeks is it? I took quite some time to figure out the software, how to do this without crashing the software. So thankfully it didn't crash this time round. Thanks for your patience, Yaf. Thanks for your patience. Okay, let me just see any other comments I missed out. Okay. Wait, let me see. Anything? Okay. Oh, so Fatty, actually, so our friend here, Fatty, right, study a lot of China stocks, China market, I realized one thing. So this comment is Fatty lah, so let's just hear from him, okay, about China stocks. China market, I realized one thing, fundamental don't matter so much. When low, just buy a few blue chip. When near all-time low, can easily 50%, 200% your money. Today Alibaba earnings, no wonder. Okay. Hey, thanks for sharing, Fatty. Thanks for sharing. No wonder it dipped so much. Not so good, never check. Okay, maybe not so good the earnings result. So I agree with Fatty here. This part I agree. China, the fundamentals really don't matter so much. I hate to say also. This part I have to fully agree with Fatty. Okay. Because I said before, a stock price, the capital price, capital appreciation, the stock price is determined by the people, the market. And these are usually driven by what? Interest, popularity. If no interest, no popularity, people won't buy. People won't go and push up the price. Like Tesla example, so popular, push until so high. China stock just not popular. But to be honest, when I was studying China stock back then, now I don't know lah, okay? China company actually have very strong fundamental, very strong. In terms of their price to earning ratio are all very realistic one, I think it's what 15 or 10 that kind. Not like Apple, Microsoft, what 25, 30, 38 that kind, those price to earning ratio ridiculous. So China actually, their company very good, strong fundamentals, solid, management is good, people are very hardworking. It's a very tight kind of company, run like this what 996 right, what 996 they call it, work from 9 to 9 6 days a week that kind. But fundamentals, unfortunately, cannot make you money, to be honest. Stock prices is still determined by the people like you and I, the institution, people who invest in it. If people don't invest in China stock just cannot go up. That's why I tell you one thing, I just share my personal view, okay, personal view. If I really want to touch China stock, I will only buy dividend stocks. Because dividend stocks don't care about the capital appreciation so much. Because China companies are doing well. Fundamentally, they're still fine, they're surviving. You see that economy is pretty good. Okay, not the best, but they're running well. Things are advanced, people have jobs there. I hope I can go China soon one day because I want to explore China and see for myself, see for myself. So China, in short, at least, capital don't appreciate, okay, the stock price don't change. But if they fundamentally, they keep making money, they keep delivering good result, then they keep paying dividends, like 5%, 4%, then I don't mind collecting dividends. That is if I want dividends. So my overall take now, if I want China stocks, I think the only investable stock for China is those that pay dividends. And if you like dividends only, if you feel that dividend is too little, not your type, you want capital appreciation, then honestly, there's nothing much to invest in China companies. That's my own take. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so last part, let's just have a quick chit chat. Okay, then we close it a day. So that's all for the option part. And then I'll update you all next week. Because I don't stream on Friday, it will be next week. So I let you all know whether I make any new alphabet position. Once again, it will be live, honest, transparent, okay? And I show you all new Google put or alphabet position if I were to sell any. Keep you all updated. Okay, so last part, I just want to have a quick chit chat session with you all before we call it a day. So very light, okay? Maybe just three more minutes, then we call it a day, okay? So just to share with you all, I only stream Monday to Thursday, so this is the last stream for the week. So next week that I see y'all. Same thing, Monday to Thursday, 9 p.m. Time zone is GMT plus 8. So moving forward, every Monday we try to do lighter topics, okay? Because I think every Monday everybody very tired, I know. Monday blues, go to work, deal with terrible bosses, nasty colleague. Hiyo, still want to come here listen to you, pigeon bro, talk so much. Can you talk more, less intensive topic or not? So maybe those more intensive topic like earnings, Nvidia earnings discussion, or cash flow management like we talked about the past few days, we keep it for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So Monday maybe we just talk something lighter and maybe shorter as well. If that's okay for you, what do you think? If you have any comments, please let me know. But my general sensing is Monday I should avoid heavy topics because you're also tired, want to sleep early, right? Because you need to work Tuesday, then Monday a lot of work. But if you all feel that this format is still okay, we can keep it. So you all can let me know, feedback to me. So in short, moving forward, let's try. Every Monday, we will still have the same segment. Okay, we talk about the stock market. We will still go to the market and identify opportunities, update you on my options position. But maybe every Monday, I don't cover so much on other like option discussion. Like today, last few days, we talk about what, when not to sell a cash cover put, how much effort, time you require, the ROI, time effort, reward ratio for selling cash cover put, is it worth it? Maybe we don't talk so much about that, we just talk light-hearted topics. Maybe just a bit of it, maybe just talk 1-2 minutes, then we dive straight to the option selling component. Then we have a quick chit chat about news and then what are some of the takes and concerns. So moving forward, we will try that, okay? Monday is a bit of a lighter session. We try to do 1 hour or even lesser, maybe like 50 minutes instead. So everyone can sleep early, prepare for Tuesday, that kind. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we can talk a bit more in depth, more heavier topics. Unless Monday got some earning season or important result, then we will discuss that. If not, we keep it light, okay? That's how we plan to do it. We try, okay? We done? Ascendas, okay. How do you make money in stock and trading? Oh, You can buy and hold. I mean, the classical example is buy ETF, exchange traded fund, buy and hold and wait for wait for the price to go up and then you make the differences. That's pretty much about stock market. Buy and hold, let it appreciate in value, and then you can sell it next time and make money. Of course, there's other strategy like dividend, like what we do options trading here. You sell options, sell contract, you can fund premiums. Personally, if you are new, okay, not financial advisor, I'm not a qualified financial advisor, I'm not good enough, but anybody who is new, I suggest you go read up on ETF, research on ETF, then you start consider the first few stock I feel people newcomers should consider or buy is ETF. Just find a good ETF like SPY 500, IWDA, VWRA or whatever, then go understand your local tax rules. Depending on which country you are from, different countries have different tax rules when it comes to investing. Just find a good ETF that costs the least amount of tax. Okay, example, you are non-US citizen, then Ireland, stocks that are domiciled in Ireland have a lower tax. So something for you to consider. So you can research in ETF and try that. No worries, need patience for free lesson and advice. Not easy to share and explain clearly, but you do it very well. My kaki see your YouTube short. I share that you live stream. Hey, thank you so much, Ayah. I'm glad that my explanation is clear enough, okay? Hey, thank you so much for saying the explanation is very well. If my explanation not clear, just let me know. I will try to make it clearer. But thank you so much for your feedback, Yaf. At least you let me know what I'm saying is not total bullshit. Sometimes I'm wondering, am I saying completely bullshit, So thank you so much for your feedback, Yaf. Thank you so much. Okay, so that's all. Let me see any last comment, then we stop here. Okay. Okay, so that's all. I won't hold you all back, okay? Tomorrow is Friday. Yeah! Friday come ready. Friday is here. So we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So everyone, I know most of you are working. I hope you all have a good rest. And all of you also continue to make money from stock market. Remember, the aim of this channel is for everyone to make money. So thank you so much for dropping by. Okay, very good to see you all. Hey Yaf, thank you so much. Hey Copyright, really good to see you again. Hope you can drop by more often. And then as Candice, hey, good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for saying hello. Hey, by the way, if you're here in the past few streams, just drop in and say hi so we can chit chat. Okay, that's all for today's stream. We will end it here. Hey, thank you, Fatty, as well. Thank you, Fatty. Good to see you, Fatty. And thanks for your sharing as well. I will keep in mind. Okay, let me see. I miss out any other comments because I try not to miss. If I miss comments, please let me know. Then I will want to try to address it. Can see. Okay. Hey, thank you so much, everyone. We will end the stream here. See you all next week, Monday. Okay, 9 p.m. GMT plus 8. Thank you very much, everyone. Bye bye. Bye bye.